Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. To get past any mental obstacles and pursue a new relationship in the future, Janelle Brown from Sister Wives is considering a spiritual divorce from Kody Brown. When Kody became spiritually united with Janelle in 1993, he was legally married to Mary Brown. Despite having 6 children together throughout the years, they never felt the need to legally recognize their marriage. But when their relationship soured throughout the pandemic, Janelle felt cut off from Kody and decided she wanted to break up with him. Janelle formally declared her separation from Kody in 2022. People revealed a first peek at the upcoming Sister Wives episode, in which Janelle talks to Mary Brown about her plans to end her spiritual marriage to Kody. She says that because she was no longer actively participating in the church, she hadn't thought of getting a spiritual divorce at first, but after witnessing Mary take similar actions, she felt motivated to do so. With Kody, Janelle felt a spiritual connection that was valid and didn't want to offend God. Janelle and Kody developed a close friendship throughout the years after coming together spiritually in 1993. Janelle, who had always been self-sufficient, didn't feel envious when Kody focused most of his time and energy on Robyn Brown, his youngest wife, and her kids. But when he imposed strict rules on the family during the pandemic, Kody and Janelle's relationship started to deteriorate. In addition, he charged that Janelle was less devoted than Robyn. When Kody pushed her to kick their sons out of their home, their relationship took a further turn for the worst, but she refused to comply. Since Janelle and Kody had developed a close relationship over the years, she thought their relationship was still genuine. She is still devoted to her faith and feels that ending her relationship is consistent with LDS ideals, even though she is no longer as active in church. Janelle wants to cut off her relationship with Kody on an emotional and spiritual level, thus she is considering a spiritual divorce. She no longer wants Kody in her life in any manner and is ready to go on with a single life free from mental challenges. Janelle has decided not to engage in polygamy, even though she still believes in the LDS religion. She is open to the prospect of a monogamous love engagement in the future, despite the fact that she is now single. In order to find closure and restore her independence, Janelle is looking for a spiritual separation from Kody. She wants Kody and her fans to know that she no longer wants his approval or wants to make amends with him. By severing her emotional connection with Kody, the Sister Wives cast member hopes to demonstrate her independence. 2 years after discovering the marriage was over, Sister Wives actress Janelle Brown is now doubting her breakup with Kody Brown. Janelle became his second wife after they were married in 1993, and they had 6 kids together. What, then, would cause Janelle to reevaluate the divorce? For more information, continue reading. Janelle Brown questions Kody's divorce. Janelle Brown was previously married to Adam Barber before joining the Sister Wives cast. Mary Brown and Janelle were in-laws since he was the brother of Kody Brown's first marriage. After they parted ways, she came to the realization that she wanted to join their several families. They were married in a spiritual ceremony in 1993 and had 6 children together. The family, regrettably, endured a great deal, but the epidemic was its climax. Janelle's decision to put her kids before her marriage caused problems. Kody lost contact with many of his children, including Janelle. She bought an RV to put on Coyote Pass, but he didn't stay with her. Kody also stopped going to see Savannah, their youngest daughter. After everything was said and done, Janelle was happy that she and Kody were no longer married. "I want to get back together, but primarily for their kids," he said. She went from Flagstaff to North Carolina because she didn't care. Given that Mary did so, there was the possibility that she would be granted a church release. She went to their church to terminate her spiritual relationship, becoming the 3rd and last wife to go. That didn't really matter to Janelle Brown because the Sister Wives cast members weren't involved in their church. Thus, the last thing she believed she needed was a release. Divorce. In the past, Janelle Brown has said that she is not divorced. Instead, the Sister Wives actress thinks she's simply unmarried. However, in order to begin her new life with the appropriate person, Janelle may need to undergo a spiritual divorce. All of this is discussed when Janelle and Mary Brown reunite on Sunday, April 27th. At that point, Janelle starts to consider terminating the marriage. In order to get this release, Mary does offer to accompany her ex-sister wife. It's uncertain, though, whether he will follow through on it. Fans laughed when Kody Brown claimed that Janelle treated him like a piece of meat on the most recent episode. So now he says his body has been used? Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy. Yes, she left Flagstaff like a thief in the night because she desired him so much. Face with tears of joy from now on. I hope Janelle has nothing but happiness and prosperity. Red heart. The only positive thing that has come from this man is his kids. He is a total joke. I'm very happy the three women went. If Janelle is released or remains married to Kody, only time will tell. Wherever she goes, maybe, she will discover true happiness. Do you believe that Janelle need to formally end the marriage? Tell us and tune in to TLC's Sister Wives Sundays. When Aurora's mother married Kody in 2010, she insisted on joining the family, saying, "I've been told directly, multiple circumstances by multiple different people, that I was not accepted, that I wasn't their sister, and that they didn't think or perceive me that way." Brianna, her sister, also expressed her opinion that the parents could have done a better job with, connecting us as a family, and it never really happened. Christine, however, is unsure of how they may have extended their embrace. She ensured that Robyn and Robyn's children were invited to everything. "I would just say, just come into the house anytime you want." She also mentioned that Michael T. Brown Padron lived with Robyn's children for a while and that her daughter Isabel Brown was very close to them. "There were hard times and my kids were frustrated, but they always considered Robyn's kids their siblings just the same." When it's working properly, you have this amazing family unit that you're part of, a community that you're plugged into. Janelle remarked, gushing over the independence she was granted in plural marriage. "You have everything you need, including a wonderful connection with your spouse. After that, I am completely independent. Therefore, plural marriage seemed like a really wonderful arrangement to me." But Kody would never again say "I do" to polygamy. "Polygamy kills emotional intimacy," he said in the episode that aired on December 1st. "It makes everybody defensive, and I really want an emotionally vulnerable, intimate relationship with a woman, and you're not going to get that in polygamy." According to Janelle, once the family moved to Arizona from Las Vegas in 2018, Kody found it more difficult to split his affections. She said on the September 29th show, "Kody found it a lot easier to be away when he moved to Flagstaff. A couple of times I had to remind him that he needed to come to my house. I'm really tired," she said, revealing that he would try to beg off because he was exhausted. "You can rest at my house just as much as you can at Robyn's house," I said. According to Janelle, who described this separateness her family experienced with Robyn, "My children were scolded if they would open up Robyn's fridge." However, the problem for Christine's children was that they saw that Robyn and their dad were a couple and he wasn't in our home. Robyn added that her crew was aware of the division. On the September 29th episode, she revealed, "Mary was very accepting of my kids and I overall, but the rest of the family really struggled to accept my kids and I. All we wanted to do was be a part of this family." However, Gabriel would contend that he and his siblings made a concerted effort to include them. He stated, "I think that Robyn definitely has a victim complex," during the episode that aired on October 13th. "I mean, to be honest. And for that, I don't necessarily hold her accountable. I believe that various people come up with different ways to stay afloat." But he continued, "If she actually believes that we were mistreating her or her children in any way when she was constantly getting favorited by dad, and we were always working on our relationship with her kids, if she actually believes that, then there's no chance of me having a relationship with Robyn ever again." In the September 29th episode, Kody talked about how his and Robyn's youngest child, Ariella, who was born in January 2016, clung to his leg as he tried to depart, demonstrating how having their dad move between 4 different houses did have an impact on his 18 children. "There's another wife who needs me, another mother. I had to tell her. I have other children who must see me," Kody explained. "And she's yelling, 'Don't leave me, "Daddy, don't leave me," while she drags along on my legs. And I think, golly man, this is difficult. Janelle insisted, "Unfortunately, that's just a reality of plural marriage." From the very beginning, she continued, her children understood that their father would not be there all the time. "I've always thought Robyn and Kody handled her kids' problems poorly. Ari gets really depressed or something, so he couldn't be gone for longer than 3 or 4 days. I think that was a bad parenting move. The other children have done it throughout the family's history, and they're doing just fine. They are mature, well-adjusted individuals." During Kody's divorces, Kody, a mother of 3 and one of the few Brown children still close to Robyn and Kody, as well as Christine and Janelle, played the role of peacekeeper. Robyn was close to Kody from the time she joined the Brown family, and she was even invited to attend the birth of her twins, Archer and Ace, in November 2022. "I was trying to figure out who I was when Robyn first joined the family, and she made me feel special, and she made me feel seen," Kody said in the episode that aired on September 29th. "When I needed someone, Robyn was there for me. When I needed someone to listen to me and show me love, she was there." Additionally, her mother Christine was ecstatic. Christine said in the October 6th episode, "It was everything that I hoped for when Robyn entered the family, and it was clear that she and Kody had a great relationship. When I was so excited about having a plural family, I was hoping that my kids would have a great relationship with other moms." Kody believes that he was taken out of their life by more than just his wives. He gave his perspective on his distance from some of his older children in the October 6th episodes, explaining, "They're purposely leaving me out of their lives to punish me for a crime I did not commit. I am only guilty of not falling madly in love with their mothers." Furthermore, he added, he believes his ex-spouses share some of the responsibility. "This disparity in relationship with my children is specifically in my mind because of SD talk," he stated. "It's like, well, blame Dad. There's this cyclone of disappointment because the family is splitting apart or something. Dad made a mistake." Although he bears some of the responsibility, he finds the name-calling offensive. Kody disclosed that one of his children replied to a text message saying, "You are a piece of trash," indicating that he was having trouble connecting with Hunter, Maddie, and Gabriel. "In any case, I would never talk to you again. I've had one of my kids just say, 'You're an a-hole,'" he told cameras earlier in a different instance. "I will never speak to you again. You brainwashed me and controlled me." And he's unwilling to deal with that venom. He stated, "I'm not going to reach out forever," adding that he believes his parents ought to be doing more to make things right. "I'm willing to make the effort, but somebody else is going to have to be on the other end of that and make some effort too." Robyn found it extremely painful to witness Kody's alienation from his grown children. During the October 6th program, she said, "My parents got divorced when I was little. My mom lived alone after he and his first wife moved to a different city. I recall asking what happened to my biological father. Why? He merely offered a series of weak justifications for his lack of support during my formative years, and it was awful." No, she wasn't going to let Kody's wounded sentiments prevent him from trying. During their heated on-camera confrontation in late 2022, she admitted, "I'm having a hard time feeling like losing respect for you a little bit." Kody also admitted that he might be doing more to improve his relationship with his children, but he insisted that he must first heal his heart. He disclosed that he believes some of his children are colluding against me, saying, "I'm so upset about what has transpired that if I speak to my children, I'm afraid they'll accuse me. I'm too impulsive at the moment. I'll only cause more harm." Sister wives Janelle Brown considers drastic measure to completely separate herself from Kody Brown after $340,000 Coyote Pass debt payoff. A new chapter begins. Introduction. Hold on to your seats, Sister Wives fans, because the latest twist in Janelle Brown's journey is one for the history books. The bold and fearless matriarch of the Brown family, who has always been the epitome of strength and resilience, is seriously considering the unthinkable, a complete and definitive break from Kody Brown. This shocking development comes after Janelle made a stunning decision to pay off a staggering $340,000 debt on the infamous Coyote Pass property, a debt that has long stood as a symbol of Kody's complex relationship with his wives and their collective struggle with finances. Is this the beginning of the end for Janelle and Kody? Or is this just another dramatic chapter in the never-ending saga of the Brown family? With a potential dramatic separation on the horizon, fans are left wondering, what's next for Janelle, Kody, and the entire Brown family? In this article, we'll take you through every twist and turn of Janelle's life after the Coyote Pass debt payoff, why she's considering a drastic move to fully distance herself from Kody, and how this could forever change the dynamics of the Brown family. We'll explore the reasons behind Janelle's decision, what it means for her future, and how Kody is reacting to her newfound independence. The drama you won't want to miss is just getting started. Chapter 1. The shocking debt payoff that changed everything. Janelle Brown's decision to pay off the $340,000 debt on the Coyote Pass property was a groundbreaking moment in the Sister Wives saga. For years, the Coyote Pass land has been a symbol of both hope and frustration for the Brown family, a potential dream that quickly turned into a financial burden. This land, initially purchased with dreams of building a sprawling compound for the entire family, became a point of tension between Kody and his wives, especially as the financial struggles grew more apparent. Janelle's moment of clarity. Amid the growing financial pressure and the increasing strain on her relationship with Kody, Janelle decided it was time to take matters into her own hands. The $340,000 debt that loomed over the property was not just a financial obstacle, it was an emotional one as well. The constant discussion of finances, the tension in Kody's relationships with his wives, and the lack of progress on the land left Janelle feeling trapped. By paying off the debt, Janelle not only relieved herself of this financial burden, but also took a major step toward regaining control of her life. This powerful decision sent a strong message. Janelle was done relying on Kody for financial decisions, and she was ready to chart her own course. But was this the beginning of a more significant separation between them? Chapter 2. The emotional fallout. Janelle's struggles with Kody. As Janelle's financial independence grows, so does the emotional distance between her and Kody. For years, Janelle and Kody's relationship has been marked by ups and downs, but the current situation feels like the breaking point. Kody, who has already experienced the breakdown of his relationships with several of his other wives, is now facing the possibility that Janelle, too, could be done with him. Janelle's growing dissatisfaction. Janelle's decision to pay off the Coyote Pass debt is not just about money. It's also about her growing dissatisfaction with Kody's leadership and his approach to the family dynamic. Kody has often been criticized for his inability to manage his relationships with his wives and for his selfish tendencies. Janelle, who has always been practical and grounded, has begun to see through Kody's flaws more clearly. The constant chaos, drama, and Kody's inability to make decisions that benefit the family have taken a toll on Janelle. While she may have been willing to overlook these issues in the past, the debt payoff represents a definitive break from Kody's control. She is taking charge of her own future, and that may mean leaving Kody behind for good. Chapter 3. The idea of separation. What could it look like? As Janelle considers her next steps, one possibility is a complete and total separation from Kody. While it's unclear if this will be a formal divorce or an emotional separation, Janelle is seriously contemplating how to sever ties with her husband. Janelle's desire for independence. One of the key factors driving Janelle's thoughts of separation is her desire for independence. Janelle has always been the most independent of Kody's wives, and she has made it clear that she wants to be in control of her own life moving forward. The $340,000 debt payoff is just the beginning. Janelle wants to build a life that is free from Kody's influence and the constant stress that comes with being part of a polygamous marriage. How a separation could impact the Brown family dynamic. If Janelle does decide to separate herself from Kody, it will undoubtedly have a ripple effect on the entire Brown family. The family dynamics will shift dramatically, with Kody losing another wife and the other wives potentially reassessing their own relationships with him. Janelle's decision could spark a chain reaction that leads to further separations or, at the very least, a reorganization of the Brown family's relationships. But what does that mean for Janelle's future? Will she find happiness and fulfillment on her own? Or will she ultimately decide that a clean break from Kody is too difficult to navigate? Chapter 4. What about the kids? Janelle's family ties remain strong. Janelle's decision to potentially separate from Kody doesn't mean that she is abandoning her children. In fact, Janelle's relationship with her kids remains one of the most important aspects of her life. Her children, who have grown up in a polygamous family, have always been a source of strength for her, and she is determined to maintain a close relationship with them, whether or not she remains with Kody.